So I've had a few requests to show how the wheel mechanism in the hidden blade works. So I'm just going to give a quick rundown of one part of the mechanism, and hopefully this answers some of your questions. As you can see from the top side, every 180 degree turn of the wheel results in an actuation of the blade, either in or out. And, whatever. And since I don't really want to take this apart now, I'm going to try and show you with an example of a wheel that I made just on the side here. So every time this moves 180 degrees, this is actuated either forwards or backwards, the tray that's underneath here. That, I'm going to assume you understand how this works, because I'm just going to go over the wheel here. And basically what the wheel is here, on the top side, you can be approximated by a circle here, and on the bottom side there's a pin that rotates around with it. And so every 180 degree rotation of the wheel, you move this pin 180 degrees each time. To better illustrate how this is working, I drew this picture here. I know I'm a great artist. But, so you have your wheel, and you rotate it 180 degrees. As you can see in the picture, it just follows that motion. If you were to look at it sideways, it might help explain a little better, because we're going to transduce this rotational motion into a linear motion. And so every 180 degrees now, your pin there rotates from one half of the diagram to the other. So it could be approximately this, it just goes back and forth between them. So there's your linear motion now. And if you had a plate on either side, let's see if I can show this somehow. Let's see, what do I got? So if you had your rails here, which is the side of your hidden blade, and you had just a random object we're going to use as the slot in here, and here's your wheel. If your wheel rotates, here's the pin on this side, if you rotate your wheel this way, it will end up pushing that out. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see here, lack of hands. And if you rotate it back, you'd hit the other end of the pin here, and it would push it back this way. These are connected basically, let's see if I can draw this out. In here, there's basically, so you have your trays here, and inside there are two beams that it pushes against, and the wheel sits in here, and the dot's here. And so as the dot comes around this way, it pushes this out, and the whole thing shifts right, in this case, as it rotates counterclockwise. If you keep rotating counterclockwise, you're going to come back around and hit this bar here, and it's going to push it back this way. As you go around again, you'll hit the bars again, and it'll push it this way, and it keeps going back and forth. So that's how you change rotational motion into a linear motion.